looks good. Let me do that. All right. Just gonna go over these one by one. Well, not one by one, not all of them, just the odd numbers. Matter of fact, let me go over the even numbers today.
Okay.
All right. Even numbers. First one, number 2. Numbers 1 and 2, you're just gonna have your variables on the left-hand side. So, you have, whoa, wrong part. 3 n minus 2 minus 4 n is equal to 4. No, that right there. All right. Again, first things first. What do? Combine like terms. Thank you. All right. CLT. You have your like terms right here. Okay. What's 3 minus 4?
-1.
-1. So we have -2 minus, I guess, 1n, if you will.
Or just n.
Or just n. Thank you. So to speak. You can do it like that. It doesn't matter. Add the 2 to the other side. Therefore, you have this -n equal to 6. Now, be careful. Be careful. I noticed that a lot of y'all forget this negative, to bring this negative down right here. Okay? And when you have an answer like this, you either have to multiply or divide a -1 onto the other side. You have an answer like this. Multiply or divide a -1 onto the other side. Okay? A couple of y'all might have forgotten this every once in a while, but that's okay. All right? Just remember to do this. So when you multiply or divide a -1 to the other side, that gets your variable right here by itself, leaving you with -6. Okay? Perhaps I can scoot this over to where I'm doing 2 problems at once.
So you could basically just switch the negative from one side to the other.
Pretty much that's it. All right? Numbers 3 and 4. You're dealing with the distributive property. So, number 4, you're looking at -6 times 1 plus 8. I don't like using R, so I'm going to put X equal to 390. Okay? It's starting to look. Okay? Obviously, we all remember, distributive property. Distributive property, okay? Where you have A times B plus C is equal to AB plus AC, all right? What happens with that? Well, you're doing the little rainbow thing. Boom. Boom, okay? You do the same exact thing with these, okay? Multiply the -6 times the 1, multiply the -6 times the 8x, okay? Be careful, all right? -6 times 1 is what? Exactly, -6. -6 times a positive 8, x.
-48.
Yes.
48x.
Yeah.
Equal to a -390, right? Let's add that 6. Cancel out. Negative 48
X.
x is equal to a negative
386.
386. 84. But, you know,
84.
I knew what you meant. 384. Right? Now, here's where your fingers and toes come into play. Although, I mean, you don't necessarily have to, you know, but you can if you want to. How many times does 48 go into 384?
8.
8 times, all right? For those of you who, in this classroom, who aren't going to be using calculators, then, you know, long story short, the negatives don't necessarily matter right here. Just do 48, 384, obviously. You know what I'm saying? And just count, okay. 48 goes into 300 at least 5 times.
Yeah.
So 40, you know what I'm saying? Well, not 5 times, at least 7 times.
The way
Right.
I do it, instead of doing multiplication, I just times it by whatever number I think it's going to be.
So what I like to do, I like to make these, this is 48, so I like to do the 40, right? 40 goes into 300. That's what I split them up. I like to split them up, you know what I'm saying, into tens and hundreds. 40 goes into 300.
I want to see how you do this. I have never seen
Yeah,
this.
neither have I.
Really?
I have
Yeah.
never seen
Yeah, it's just, for somebody who's not doing a calculator, I just do it like so. Okay, so obviously 40 doesn't go into 30, but 40 goes into 300. Let me see. 4 times 5 is 200. So therefore, you know, 4 times 6, 7, 4 times 7, right? So I'm gonna say 7 right here.
And then it's 28.
Right.
All right, 280.
280, right? And so I'm like, okay, I have at least, that gives me my range.
Oh.
That gives me my range for me to pick from. So that I can just dwindle this down like, okay, clearly, if 40 goes into 300 7 times, then 48 goes into 300, you know, just below 384.
Yeah.
I'm in the range of, okay, above 7, 8, maybe 9, right?
Okay, yeah.
So
That
if
makes
I'm
sense.
like, okay, let me just choose, let me try 7. Well, this is 80. Clearly, no. So let me go 1 above, right? So let me do 8, right? See if that'll do it. And if this doesn't work, then let me see 9. But 8 times 8, 64. Carry the 6, you know,
Yeah.
and all that. And then 8 times 4 is 32, plus 6.
Plus the, yeah.
38. All right, so I'm like, okay, this just helps me figure out my range. Like, okay, if 40 goes into 300 7 times, then 48 goes into 384,
That's actually helpful.
maybe 7 or 8 or 9 times. And it helps you dwindle down, it helps you just narrow down your window, if you will, okay? Obviously, you're doing that, obviously, you know, negative divided by a negative is a positive, so obviously. I mean, this right here is just to help y'all here. You know what I'm saying? Now, for all those kids at home, let's be real.
They just use calculators and stuff.
You know. So, but they don't see me every day. They probably see me like once a week.
Because of the medium.
The videos.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. Numbers 5 and 6, multi-step. Multi-step. Let me do number 5. I'll do number 5. You need 5 done?
Yeah, keep getting a different answer.
Wait, I thought we were doing even numbers.
Yeah, we're gonna do. I'll do 5 and 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do 5. 3. Parentheses -2 minus 5. Let me just change my m's to x's. is equal to 7, negative 7x plus 8 plus 3x. Okay, so looking at this, first things first, I mean, treat it like PEMDAS, right? First things first, you're gonna get rid of what? The parentheses. So let's do our little rainbow real quick. Boom, 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 and boom, right? That way, 3 times negative 2 is negative 6.
Minus 15x.
Minus 15x
Is equal to negative 40.
is equal to what?
Negative 49x
Uh-huh.
plus 56
Plus 56
Wait, plus 3x.
plus 3x.
That's what I give you.
Okay? 8 times 7, 56. We only have 2.
Y'all see that? I wonder. They can see. Yeah, they can see that.
You have 2 terms over here. How many terms do we have over here? On this side,
3.
on this side of the equal sign, how many terms we have over here? 3, yes. So therefore, let's dwindle it down to 2 terms. All right? First, we distributed